Your certified most accurate four-zone weather with Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan.
Well, we begin with Hurricane Milton. It is back to a Category 5 hurricane, very well defined. That's the classic buzzsaw look. I do want to add that Governor Abbott is sending 200 first responders to Florida along with equipment here from Texas. So many states are going to be contributing here to what's going to be a very destructive hurricane coming in less than 2 weeks behind Helene in Florida. Now, let's pull this view out. You see, it is now moving to the east-northeast. That turn will continue, and the track is into west-central Florida. It will not come in as a Cat 5, but what it's going to do is very much like Katrina. It's going to gradually weaken to a Cat 3, but the wind field's just going to get larger and larger, and that really brings in destructive storm surge. So as we look at this, the track perhaps just a hair south of Tampa Bay, but it's, it could wobble anywhere in this cone. So it's west central Florida. That is Wednesday night to early Thursday with winds of 125 miles per hour. That'll bring in a 10 to 15 foot storm surge. High tide is also around the same time. So you get what's called storm tide, where it's the surge and the tide could increase another foot or two. Tremendous damage in west central Florida. Meantime, we shift gears back home. It is sunshine, hot sunshine. Raul B. Rodriguez Law Weather Cam View. We're hit a high today of 96. That's a record high temperature. Four-zone weather watchers, they're all in the 90s, although we do have Russell Anderson, Rock Springs at 88. There's 91 from Tom Kestner and Bernie, and 94, Brian Olsofsky out there in Yorktown to 92 in Cuero. This evening with dry air, it'll cool nicely. Enjoy it. Into the 80s we go, back down into the 70s. So here's the big picture view. High pressure here to our north. It'll pump in a even drier air mass tonight, tomorrow. The humidity drops even a little bit lower with this backdoor cool front. We really don't get a temperature drop with it though. And there, of course, you can see the hurricane heading towards Florida. So with this pattern, we're just stuck in it. No rain chance next 7 days, but what we will be able to see moving down into Texas, next weather maker, it is a cold front. Look at the size of this chilly air mass coming into the eastern half of the country. Now, we're not going to get into the core of it. It's not a Texas blue norther coming in, but it is some heat relief next week coming in the middle of next week. Here's the 10-day temperature trend as I see it. See those highs back to where they should be by the middle of next week in the low 80s here. So, and that means the mornings should also be a little bit cooler too. 94, that'll be your high temperature tomorrow. That ties the record high. 96 Thursday. I am bumping the highs over the weekend back to 94. Front comes in late day next Tuesday, but no rain with that front at this time. Out west, of course, we do get a little relief by next Tuesday where it's around 90. Hill country. Notice next week, 84, that high temperature on Tuesday. And here's our eastern zone extended forecast. Guys, over to you.